Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big scam, and he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's go.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now it's Rosen. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a handoff for Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mike, hey! I got you! I got you!
Now Rosen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And a throw there gonna be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Prescott to throw it. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Going to 53.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, he hits Austin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Drake. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, alert!
From the gun, it's Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. 3 yards there, good enough. To keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rosen will throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Set. 180.
Showing up.
Monday.
Check three.
80. Yeah.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stills the intended target. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52, Mike, 52. Silver.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Dolphin football. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Rosen. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Akeem Spence gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the interception, here's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go, 46, 46. Gun.
Let's go one more.
26.
On second and 7, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Jump.
Here we're going to 53. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Throwing again on second and 10. Prescott. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
52. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the screen.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
40. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And Stills over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Mike.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up second down. Now Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
There we go. 52 right here. 52. They can't hang with us. Watch the eye.
Here we go, 47.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Exit, exit. Kill.
26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, 480.
Hey, me and you on deck.
Hey, kill. Hey, 47.
Delta. Hey, Mike 52. Mike
26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Elliott. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Rosen on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Rosen. It's caught. Stills, right side. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This will be taken in after 1. And Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rosen on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in after 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
27. Under.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Kill.
Here's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I know you felt that one.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A first down carry by Allen. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to
and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Marr on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 55, Mike. Yeah, I got you. Run there. 55, Mike.
On first down, it's Rosen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.